Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, hello. Alpar.
ಬಂತು. ಇವಾಗ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ತಡ್ರಿ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಬಂತಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಬರೋದು ಹೋಗೋದು ಮಾಡೋದು. ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ ಝೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಆಟೋ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತೇನ.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸರಿ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿರಿ.
ಮಾಡೋಣ.
ಹಲೋ ಸರ್.
Good morning, all of you. I request all the students to just get into ERP and please log in the login tab. I repeat, please get into the ERP and click the registration tab and please register
ಶೇರ್
yourself.
ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಇದು ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್
ಫೋಕಸ್
ಮ್ಯಾನುವಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ,
ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಬಂತು. ರೇನ್ಬೋ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ರೇನ್ಬೋ ಕಾಣ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂತ ಓಕೆ.
ಬಂತು.
ಈ ಹುಡುಗರಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಎಕ್ಸೆಲ್ ಶೀಟ್ನ
ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್
ಹಾಂ 2.
Your attention, please. All the students will be here till the inauguration gets finished off. And once the inauguration is done, you'll be moved to your respective department discipline training halls, okay? And you have to follow your coordinators. Please stay in connection with your coordinators.
Coordinators of the civil and mechanical hall, please move to the respective venues. Coordinators who are assigned mechanical seminar hall and civil seminar hall, please move to the respective venues. Students are addressing the live telecast there, please coordinate there. Yes, students are also informed to go through the Excel sheet shared in your groups. So you have to move after the inauguration. You have to move to your respective rooms, and you have been assigned a coordinator there. Coordinator information is also shared in that particular document, so you can go through that. And for 3 days, you have to follow the same menu and same group. You cannot change your location. If your friend is in other hall, you cannot change it. It's mandatory that you have to stick to your venue and your group.
Good morning, all of you. I request all the training team of SIS, please take your seats on the dais. Good morning, distinguished guests, esteemed speakers, innovators, entrepreneurs, and all forward thinkers, deans, directors, principal, teaching, non-teaching staff of GM University. Myself, Dr. Amit Kumar, Assistant Dean, Research, GM University. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to Innovation Week 2025, a celebration of creativity, cutting-edge advancements, and the boundless potential of human resourcefulness. Over the course of this training, we will witness groundbreaking ideas, inspiring discussions, and collaborations that will shape the future. Innovation can refer to something new, such as an invention, or the practice of developing and introducing new things. An innovation is often a new product, but it can also be a new way of doing something or even a new way of thinking. Innovation is most commonly associated with business and technology, but it happens in any field where people introduce changes, including the arts, medicine, politics, cooking, language, even philosophy and religion. The beginning of this auspicious occasion, I invite Ms. Namrata to call upon the Almighty with an invocation song. Ms. Namrata.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾಯಕ ದೇವ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾಯಕ ದೇವ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ಪಾಶಾಂಕುಶಧರ ಮೂಷಿಕವಾಹನ ಸರ್ಪಾಲಂಕೃತನೇ ಗಜಾನನ ಪಾಶಾಂಕುಶಧರ ಮೂಷಿಕವಾಹನ ಸರ್ಪಾಲಂಕೃತನೇ ಗಜಾನನ ರಕ್ತವರ್ಣನು ನೀನು ಲಂಬೋದರ ನೀನು ರಕ್ತವರ್ಣನು ನೀನು ಲಂಬೋದರ ನೀನು ಮೋದಕ ಪ್ರಿಯ ನೀನು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ಗಿರಿಜಾಸುತನಿಗೆ ಗರಿಕೆಯ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುವೆ ಪರಿಹರಿಸು ಪಾಪ ಗಣಾಧಿಪ ಗಿರಿಜಾಸುತನಿಗೆ ಗರಿಕೆಯ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುವೆ ಪರಿಹರಿಸು ಪಾಪ ಗಣಾಧಿಪ ರಕ್ತವರ್ಣನು ನೀನು ಲಂಬೋದರ ನೀನು ರಕ್ತವರ್ಣನು ನೀನು ಲಂಬೋದರ ನೀನು ರಕ್ಷಿಸಿ ಕಾಪಾಡು ವಿನಾ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ಶರಣು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you, Namrita, for filling this aura with a lot of positivity and divinity. To mark this auspicious beginning of Innovation Week 2025, we will now proceed with the traditional lighting of the lamp. So this sacred ritual symbolizes the dispelling of darkness and a sharing in of knowledge, wisdom, and innovation. It is a reminder that every spark of an idea has the potential to illuminate the world. Now I request all the dignitaries on the dais to please step forward for lighting the lamp. And I request volunteers to assist. Thank you all. Let this flame inspire us all to ignite creativity, foster groundbreaking ideas, and pave the way for brighter future. Thank you, everyone. Now, I call upon Dr. Girish Bolkati sir, Director, Innovation and New Product Idea, GMU University, to introduce the guest and welcome the gathering.
Good morning. I think after having 2 days of festival, lot of sweets, nobody is activated. Good morning. Thank you. Respected chief guest of today's function, Dr. H.D. Maheshappa sir, Dr. Sunil Kumar sir, Sri Satish sir and his team, and dear colleagues and dearmost student friends. Today it is a remarkable day for all of us because this kind of activity you won't see in majority of the universities. So last year we did a 6 days innovation week where students will be trained with the experts and you have generated few ideas. You have made some prototype and displayed the prototype and won some prizes. So this time, in more sensitive way, we are approaching with the last year experience. Last year, nearly 2,600 students got trained for Innovation Week. But handling such a big number may not give a good output. That's why we are conducting in a batch of 400 to 500 students this year. First of all, I express my gratitude to our Chancellor, Sri G.M. Lingaraju sir, for giving all the support to conduct such kind of activities which will really help for the students to think in an innovative way. I am thankful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. S.R. Shankapal. His vision is to have lot of activity-based learning, project-based learning, so that students can involve in the process of learning. So with this brief introduction, now I move forward with welcoming the guest of today's function, Innovation Week 2025. We have with us our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. H.D. Maheshappa, sir. I invite you for this function, sir. Welcome to this function. I request Dr. Praveen, sir, to give a bouquet as a love and affection. We have one more guest of honor, Dr. B.S. Sunil Kumar, sir, Registrar, GM University. I welcome you, sir. I request Dr. Bharat, sir, to give a bouquet as a token of love and affection. Today we have around 7 trainers who is having a lot of industrial experience from SIS team. The leader is Sri P.S. Satish, sir. He is a corporate trainer and mentor, having more than 30 years of experience. He is IITian, IIT Madras. He did his post-graduation. He is having 30 plus years of experience in company known as Bosch in R&D department. He is having a lot of experience in product development, idea generation. Definitely his presence will going to make a lot of impact on this Innovation Week. On behalf of GM University and management, I welcome you, sir. I request Dr. Timashetty, sir, to give a bouquet to Satish, sir, as a love and affection. We have a senior most consultant, Sri Lakshmi Narayan K, with 40 years of experience in industrial electrical system. Sir is expertise in electrical consultancy, who will going to guide you in generation of ideas and how exactly these ideas can be nurtured to next level. On behalf of GM University, I welcome you, sir. I request Dr. Shweta Marigaudar, madam, to give a bouquet as a token of love and affection. We have one more corporate trainer, is our own man, Devesh Mathur, sir. On behalf of GM University, I welcome Mathur, sir. I request Dr. Santosh BM, sir, to give a bouquet to Mathur, sir, as a token of love and affection. Mathur, sir, is he's having a diploma in innovation and entrepreneurship from Stanford University, having a lot of knowledge in this area. Definitely, he will going to make a lot of impact on this Innovation Week. Next, we have Deepak Kumar DN, sir, a supply chain professional. I welcome you, sir. I request Praveen, sir, Swarup, sir, to give bouquet as a token of love and affection. Sir is a MBA graduate, completed nearly 28 years of experience in supply chain management. Next, we have Raghunandan PN, sir, a product design consultant and entrepreneur who is having a 20 plus years of experience in global and domestic industrial experience. I welcome you, sir. I request Firoz, sir, to give a bouquet to Raghunandan sir. So we have one more industrial expert, Sri R.S. Ravinandran sir. He is a product design and sourcing professional, having more than 28 years of experience in design product development. On behalf of GM University, I welcome you, sir. I request Shivan Goda sir to give a bouquet to Ravinandran sir. And last but not the least, we have one more consultant, Satyan sir, Satyan GS. He is a MBA graduate and corporate leader in operational management. On behalf of GM University, we welcome you, sir. I request Madam to give a bouquet to Satyan sir. So with this brief introduction, I once again welcome all the dignitaries and trainers to this Innovation Week. I welcome all the deans, directors, associate directors, teaching and non-teaching staff for this Innovation Week. I request all the students to take a part in this Innovation Week, because this week is for you and this is a inclusive learning. It is not a one-way learning how exactly it will be done in classroom. You need to generate a new idea. You need to showcase your idea in such a way that you can have a dream of becoming an entrepreneur. So if you have a good idea, definitely our one more director is there on this stage, Sri Srinivas sir. On behalf of GM University, I welcome Srinivas sir. I request Dr. Amit to give bouquet to Srinivas sir. And Srinivas sir will going to come up with a new lab. It is called as Idea Lab, which we are planning to establish at the cellular of place of GM University office. And that lab will be facilitating all the students to bring their idea into product. All the facility will be created in a single place. You can make use of those facilities and you can design your own product. You can make a prototype of it. You can showcase to the where generally the entrepreneurs will come forward for the investment. So there are a lot of opportunities are there for the young minds, because you know that young minds are the one which can create a new idea, which can ease a lot of things. You can do the business in a better way to earn the money. Definitely, earning money is very essential, because if you have wealthy enough, definitely you can create a new world. So with this brief introduction about the trainers, I request all the students to be actively involved in this process. And I welcome all the enthusiastic students here. I welcome the students who are there in the another two seminar halls, in mechanical seminar hall and civil seminar hall. There are a few students who are watching our YouTube live. I welcome all the students for this Innovation Week. Thank you one and all.
On behalf of all of us, I heartily welcome Dr. Girish Bolkate, who is Director for Innovation Cell. I request Mr. Keshav to welcome him with a bouquet. Thank you, Keshav. I now have the distinct honor of inviting Dr. H.D. Maheshappa sir, Pro Vice Chancellor, GM University, to deliver the keynote address.
So, very good morning. Indeed, I am pleased to be here in the absence of Professor Shankar, the Vice Chancellor of this university. He shall have been here to promote and also deliver an inaugural address for this particular fete. And Mr. Satish, the head of the training group, who has been here on the dais, the registrar of GMU University, Dr. Girish Bolakati, the director SIMP, Center for Innovation and New Product Ideas, and Dr. Srinivas, who has joined him along in this particular venture. So you know that we have crafted the curriculum for this university in terms, crafted the curriculum for this university, 130 credits of academic and an informal credits of around another 30 credits. So in that 30 credits, it is comprising 3 credits of innovation, 10 credits of innovation, and we have almost 10 credits entirely dedicated for innovation. And we have 3 credits for innovation, and digital technical competency is also comprising in that. So this is the way that curriculum have been designed. And in the process, our idea is to give a holistic development of a candidature in each one of you who are going out of this particular university, not as simple as an academic buff, very important. So we didn't want to create somebody here who go get employed, get a monthly packet and be satisfied with it. Our intention is to see that each one of you could be an employer tomorrow, could be starting an industry, starting a new startup, and have an industry established and becoming a big entrepreneur. And that is this is an era of entrepreneurship. There are, at least India can boast of a good very good number of entrepreneurs in the world. And in that context, we also to be ready with the modern demands of the world and to produce entrepreneurs in you. And that is our vision. And with that, we have instituted the innovation credit in the regular curriculum, which ought to be taken up by the students very seriously. ನನಗೆ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಿ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮುಗಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೊಂದು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಕೊಡಿ, ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಜನಗಳ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಆದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್. ಅವರ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಟು ಸಿ along with the academics, if there are any intellectual curiosity that need to be quenched, questioning that has to be initiated in each one's mind, then this is the university wherein you can be and you can become an entrepreneur. And in that context, we have introduced this particular innovation exercises every year. Last year also, as Dr. Girish Bolakati was telling, that we had a 3 days bonanza of ideating and innovation, and the products exhibited within a short span of time. Given the chance, our youngsters were able to showcase many new ideas across the platform. And here we have a team of almost 9 trainers who have come all the way from Bengaluru and other places to provide training for you and also give an insight as to what innovation is and how it is different from that of invention. So invention is something which you will be toiling hard, but innovation is something which entirely dependent on your creative skills. It's nothing to be seriously worked at, but a spark in you can make you an innovator. So innovation is simply a modification of inventions. Whatever the inventions in science and technology that is there to the betterment of mankind, the betterment of society, if some spark in you could modify, could design, could come out with a product, could come out with a process, then that becomes innovation. So you might be all the community here today, we are all the beneficiaries of innovations by people who have toiled who have shown interest in creating new products and coming with innovative products. For example, there are many in and around you people use mobile. It's first of all an innovative product. It is not an invention. It is an innovative product. So similarly, you have Ola, you have Uber, and you see Airbnb. So it is only a concept. It is only an innovative idea that came into being to serve the community. See, earlier you need to hail a taxi, you need to hail a rickshaw. So you need to have gone all the way, walking up to the taxi stand or walking up to the rickshaw stand to hail a taxi or hail a rickshaw. Today, sitting at your home, you can hail a taxi just because there was an innovative thinking behind people wherein some idea generated. Then why can't I provide a platform for all these taxi people or rickshaw people to come on a platform where they can be hailed by consumers so that service can be rendered across. So today it is $1 million company, Ola or Uber. And of course, there are many now. Today, Rapido is there, Uber is there, so many. So there are two things again. One is original innovation. Another is copying the innovation. So there is a say that either you innovate or you be ready to copy at least. So copying is also another type of innovation today. So if you can effectively copy somebody's innovation and also put into implementation with a better modification. Today Uber is riding over the original innovator Ola. So today Rapido is, Namyatri is coming. So they're all modified versions of the basic innovation that has been carried out in the field of transportation and hailing taxi or hailing rickshaw. In that context, innovation is a multi-dimensional approach. Only thing is that each one of you should nurse intellectual curiosity in order to see that something happens, think out of the box. For example, on the other day we were discussing with our architect as to that give us an auditorium which can be multiplexed. That is, we are planning to house an auditorium of say 2,000, 3,000 people in our student corner. So if it is designed and put to use by 2,000, 3,000, hardly we may use 8 times or 10 times a year. And beyond which this will be lying idle. So we just posed to an architect a innovative thinking that you be innovative, think beyond and give us a multiplexed auditorium where it could be compartmentalized and seen that if you close this door or close, then that will be a 600-seater or it becomes 1,000-seater or it becomes 2,000-seater in a later point of time. Individual screens are drawn and individual walls are drawn so that multiple input, multiple output, and see that some multiplex is created. And that was not in his way of thinking, because he was straight with a simple thinking that I should design an auditorium with all acoustics, with all lighting for 3,000 people. That was his idea. But our challenge was to see that it is multiplexed, it shall be used by many, and please think beyond. So we posed to architect a problem in such a way, think beyond and come. So there lies a creative thinker wherein if you can think beyond, you can come out with a solution. So that is where each one of you should be able to think beyond, think out of the box, and see that some product of importance come out of your thinking. And youngsters, you have a mind to think and you have a power to think. Unlike the people of yesteryears, you are exposed to technology at a very early age, not at a later age. Very early age you have been exposed to technology, and that's an advantage that this generation is enjoying. In that context, I request each one of you to fully use this opportunity that is thrown at your doors, not neglecting this opportunity, not taking this as another one course where 3 credits are laid in front of you and I need to get this entered in the marks card. That shouldn't be your idea. You should wholeheartedly participate in this exercise wherein you will hone your thinking skills. That is very important. That is what is design thinking is all about. Design your thinking process. That is very important. If you are able to do it, then the purpose of this workshop is achieved. This particular 3 days bonanza is achieved. In that context, I wish each one of you to make use of this opportunity thrown at your doors, and I also wish that trainers would certainly be able to cater to the objectives of this particular week in an effective manner. So thank you for being here, sir. Thank you once again, and I wish you all the best in carrying out the workshop in a very effective and fruitful manner. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Your insightful thoughts, which clearly made us understand what innovation is with all those live examples. Definitely it is going to inspire all of us. Now let me have a privilege to invite on Dr. Sunil Kumar sir, Registrar, GMU University, to deliver and address the gathering. Thank you.
The respected dignitaries on the dais, dear students, good morning all. Indeed, this is a program that is designed to give a lot of idea on innovation. As already our Pro Vice Chancellor has indicated, it is going to be the part of your curriculum. But rather, if you look at the real meaning of innovation, every one of you must have been involved in such innovation in your day-to-day life. Let me know how many of you have really done at least one innovative thing with your lifestyle. Have you come out with any innovative idea in yourself? No? So you have to move from here to, from GM University campus to your house every day. Maybe using your two-wheeler, you are driving away from the campus, and you want to avoid the traffic police because you are not wear the helmet. What do you do? Find a shortcut, isn't it? It is an innovation. Anything that you do for the comfort of your life and making your objective to happen is an innovation. You know, this innovation naturally has started from long time by the human beings. Earlier they used to carry big logs by pulling out from one place to another place with a lot many people. Later they found that if I have a wheels for the below the such heavy item, I think easily I can drag it from one point to the another point. Don't you think it is an innovation? If you look at so many such aspects, sir rightly told, now you have lot many gadgets come to you, or might be a palm top or your laptops or something, which always help your life to make comfortable and lead effectively. All these techniques are being the innovations. Now the question here is how exactly you take it as a technical person, how you can carry out. So to do this, there are a lot of formal way of executing the creative thinking. In fact, a few days back, including me, many of our faculty members were there in Chennai. We have been trained on this. So now, after training the leaders, we are giving this training to our students. Everyone needs this skill. There are many formal methods to think in, to bring out some innovative things. I think that's how this team is going to deliver lot many sessions to you. I believe their sessions will be very effective and useful for you. Please take it very seriously so that you learn a lot from this program, 3-day program, and at the same time, as it was mentioned, you could be an entrepreneur or you could be an employer in the coming days. Wish you all the very best. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Your words highlighted the importance of innovation in our daily life, and also it is going to inspire all of us. Uh, Now I request all the dignitaries to accommodate according the audience, and we will move ahead with the next coming up program. Thank you so much. A slight change in this. Sir, I just request Satish sir to take over the dais and address the gathering.
ಪೆನ್ ಡ್ರೈವ್ ತರಲಿಲ್ಲ.
Your attention, please. After Satish sir address, so you are being break for lunch break, and definitely we are going to assemble in the dedicated seminar halls, which has been already dedicated for your discipline. Please be in connection with your coordinators and act accordingly. Thank you.
Hello. Is it okay? Audible at the back? Okay. Okay. Good morning. I know it's a lunch time. So first of all, I thank the Vice Chancellor and the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dr. Girish and the whole team, for inviting me here and my team. So it's my pleasure and honor to be with all of you, because we want to cherish our whole time being students to be a part of this with you for next 3 days. So that means there is some selfish interest in us also in coming to this university, because we want to see and connect with people how you are thinking differently than the way we were thinking. See, this topic of innovation and idea was not the topic in our time. Somebody is talking here, please. It was not a topic at all. None of us, I don't remember in our college days any time have used the word creativity or innovation. But nowadays, we go to industry, corporates, everywhere, people think you have to be creative, you have to be innovative. But nobody will tell how, right? But this college, this university has given an opportunity to start to think about the fundamentals on how to think, how to come out with ideas. So they make use of this opportunity. It's a great opportunity for you, for all the students. And for the next 3 days, don't spend, but invest. Because spend is something I can spend. Even if you don't do anything, the day will go. But invest your time, invest your energy, invest your attention. Because this is a great opportunity. You will not get that. You will remember one day, if you don't use this, you remember one day, I had an opportunity, I did not use it. That shouldn't happen. You cannot go back to past and correct. But now there is a great opportunity. So I compliment all of you to hear. And all of you will come out at the end of the day as winners. Winners means you should go with pride, saying that, the way I'm thinking has changed. I have come out with some idea. I also can too. See, creativity is not about the property of, somebody only for here, because my father is not innovative, I'm not innovative, so I cannot be innovative. It is not like that. All of us are creators, all of us are innovative, and all of us are winners. Do you agree? All of you are winners? But you have to prove me, okay? I will clap 3 times. You have to tell with me loudly, I am a winner. Ready? Start. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Loudly. I have the permission from your Pro-Vice Chancellor. So you can tell me loudly. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Loudly. Still loud. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands awake. No. 1, 2, 3 like this. 1, 2, 3, I'm a winner. Hurry. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Very good. See, because to generate any idea or innovative, you have to be enthusiastic. And you should be relaxed. No ideas will come, if you are thinking, overthinking, tensed, worried, or thinking of what is going to happen tomorrow, what happened yesterday. No. To be innovative, we should be present, alive. You should be palate. You should be observing what is happening right now. Right now. Not about the past here. But most of the time what happens, our 30% energy is lost in past and 30% is lost in future. So my mind is operating only at 40%. Then how can I be innovative? So what I want to tell you is not to make a theory, and just want to give you a fundamental understanding of why are we talking of innovation? Why so much of buzzwords being so much used in the industries? What is happening in the industry? Number one. And what is innovation? What is creativity? What is invention? What is improvement? What is idea? And how do we link? Where is the link for this? And third, how I can be creative individually? Because many times, we as children, we tell our children, you have to concentrate. But we'll never tell them how to concentrate. We'll tell you how to be creative, be innovative. But how? What is that I'm supposed to do? Now. Correct? Do you agree? And this world is changing so much. See, my father, to go to bank and stand there for 2 hours, get his passbook updated, and go to electricity or KEB at that time or whatever you call that, and spend another 2 hours to pay his bill. That was the success for the day. That was his greatest achievement. No improvement in his bank balance. That is a different story. But the biggest achievement was, I updated my passbook today, I paid my electricity bill. Now today, we cannot even think. And if our internet is 10 seconds down, we are impatient. Right? See this, the quality of life and quality of, that's a different debate. Quality of life is a different debate. The quality of comfort and so many things for him. Why? Somebody thought. It was an idea in somebody's mind. Right? Outside is a reflection of what happens inside. Any great thinking, if somebody is not thinking, this idea would not have come. Somebody identified there is a problem, somebody identified there is a need, somebody identified there is an opportunity, if you are a businessman. See, and we talk of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is what? Entrepreneurship is about solving problems. It is not about making business, it is not about running your business. Which problem your business is going to solve? And greater the problem, and better is your business. And greater the idea. So to solve this problem, how do you solve the problem? You come out with an idea. How do I solve this problem? Now I convert this an idea, which came as a problem to solve some problem. Now I convert into various ways, then come out with a product, come out with a service, come out with a thinking in a very innovative way, and to make a business out of that. Right? So, my submission is make use of time fully, and thanks to all the 6 trainers who has joined me from Bangalore, all my colleagues, and we call facilitators or trainers, and make use of their time fully. Right? More you ask questions, however silly it is. One other thing is, if you want to bring out any creativity or any idea, first thing is be ready to be foolish. Because many times we are hesitant to ask. Yes or no? We are hesitant to ask what this person may think, whether my idea is good enough, I am not good enough, I am not the right person, I am, these are all, see, the thinking which is creating, which we have created a box inside us. There is a small box, recorded box. This box recording may be happened by your parents, maybe by your teachers, maybe the society, this recording. This recording, this box will open up and will tell you, whenever you try to do something, this box will tell you, no, don't do this, don't ask, be in the comfort zone. What others will think, you may be foolish. The moment we listen to this inner box, then you will never be creative. So what is the idea? Drop that box. Ask however silly question it is to the facilitators. Don't worry about whether, be ready to be foolish. There is a book called Be Hungry, Be Foolish. Two things are required to be a great entrepreneur. You have to be foolish, number one. Next, you have to be hungry. Two things. So, here, hungry means don't go without food. That's not the meaning on that. So at least be foolish, be inquisitive, and ask these questions. I also thank all my colleagues who has joined me to be with all of you, to be a part of this 3-day workshop. And then this is called innovative workshop, innovative week. And innovative week is not like our Father Day or Mother Day. What do we do in Father's Day and Mother Day? I remember one day, I love you, Father, I love you, Mother. What about 364 days? Right? So innovation is not a Father Day or is not a 1 week. This is a 52-week job. This is a continuous, as long as you are alive. Ask only one question. Ask only one question to yourself right now. Whatever you are doing something different than what you did yesterday? If I am doing the same thing what I did yesterday, how the innovation or the progress or growth or whatever you call this will happen? And many times we are conditioned to recycle what we know and what we have done already. And that is the killer, that is the mental block which we have created that comes in the way of here. I have to ask this question to yourself every day morning. What is that one thing I will do differently than what I did yesterday? However silly it is. Now if you are brushing your teeth like this, okay, can I brush like this today? The moment I do this brush like this today, you are breaking a habit. You are giving a message to your mind that here, if I am writing this, can you write one line by doing the left hand? You are giving a message to your mind that you are learning new habits. You are learning new things. So innovation is about doing something, breaking that habits which we are conditioned for various reasons over a period of time. That breaking that habit is the innovation. Do something totally different today. If you are in the cycling, if you have done cycling so far only 10 kilometers, this weekend go for 25 kilometers. So what happens when you go 25 kilometers? How do you feel at the end of? What is the message you are giving to yourself? I can do it. I will do it. I can do it. The moment you think that you can do it, probably you start thinking differently. That means you are expanding our limit which we have set consciously or unconsciously. Right? And another aspect of being creative innovation is being proactive. See, all of us by default, we grow something. By default, over a period of time, I became intelligent. By default, I did something. Okay? That is more of a default or a reactive mode. But what is needed innovation is proactively think. Not as a reactively, not as a response. To proactively think, okay, this is something which I want to improve. This is something I am seeing around me. This is around my house. So, and like rightly one of the speakers said that innovation is not necessarily have to end up with a product. But in the context of industries, we use the innovation in different contexts. But here what we are talking is, innovation is something which will improve quality of your life, quality in the family, quality around your surroundings, society, college, university, whatever area of doing, I think little differently. So with that background, I'll go to the one slide there. Can you move that? Okay. I'm sure you'll be able to see this here. When I say yesterday, I'm not talking of really practically yesterday. When I say it about 20 years or 30 years back, the world was like this. Today our world is like this. What you see on the right side is actually I am there inside that boat. It is taken in Kali River. It is in the Kali White Draft River, in the, what is that place? Dandeli. And that photographer, jumps and then take in, and this is the world we are in. I remember, I had the opportunity to work across companies, work across functions, work across countries. But in 90s, it was serene. Nobody would talk of any change. More of maintenance, what you have done that. But today, we are in a world, in a fast world. Can you go next? Right? Right. This is what it is. We call that yucca. Yucca means what? Uncertainty, volatility, ambiguity, and complexity. The business is increasing. See, when I say business is increasing, I cannot isolate myself saying that, okay, the society is becoming complex here. I am a part of that. I am affected. When the business or the company or something like this happening, then I am a part of that. I am going to get affected by that. So I cannot isolate myself from the business. I cannot isolate from what is happening around. Correct? Okay. And this is where we are in. Kantara, have you seen this film? Right? All of you have seen this film. And the bull is how the market is moving. And this is our company. Maybe in this case, this is your institute. And if you are not able to race along with the way the bull is moving, then you are out of race. And you may be, pulled down by the bull. The problem is today, we are always in the race. And that is increased tremendously in the market. I keep going to companies after companies, every day in different companies. And the competition is one of the biggest killer. So because of that, what is happening? I have to run faster than yesterday to be at the same place. And if I have to move and move progress in my business, I have to still move. That is how we are in today. So continuously, because market is building, you cannot afford. So there is a change, there is a possibility for the company that I will change when I am forced to change. All of us will do. When there is no other option, you will change. That is a reactive mode. But will you change as a company before you are forced to change, before there is a necessity for you to change? That is being proactive. That is being creative. That means those companies who anticipate saying that in 5 years now, my business could be something like this. Now what change I need to back? What is the creation? How do I distinct myself from my competitor? What do I do things differently from what others doing? Otherwise, companies will run out of business. Institutions will struggle to stay. The existence itself will become a problem. So being creative or innovation is not an option. This is required for our survival. I will tell you for here. In one company, about 2 years back, about 20 senior people at the age of 45 years were removed in a software company. Why they were removed? They were removed because their inability to learn new things. They were not ready to adapt. They were simply doing whatever they were doing. So if I am doing, that is not my experience. number of years is not experience. The company said number of years is not your experience. What is your experience has brought to the company? What is that new thing you have done? So these people were removed. That means why this would not have happened maybe 12 years, but this can happen now. That means now the employability for you is not about getting the job. Employability is also about retaining the job today. If I am not creative, if I am not contributing to the people, then I am like a mechanical work. I am doing the same job, and this artificial intelligence can replace you. That's why somewhere I said, your threat is not the artificial intelligence, your threat is somebody who knows artificial intelligence. Right? So you have to be creative. I have to be learner. I have to be curious. More I learn, more I am creative. And it's directly your learning and the curiosity is linked to being creative. And this is the necessity for a day. Learning and being updated yourself and coming out with new ideas, and is no more option, it is survival and it is required. Don't think that you are doing this as a part of course curriculum. Use this as an opportunity and gives a foundation for you for your journey, professional journey of next 30, 40 years. That's how you need to think this week for this workshop. Right? So these challenges are there. Company challenges are there. It's something like this. But if you are aware of the challenges, then I can navigate this better. Suppose now as a sailor, if I know that this is going to be a rough sea, I can navigate my sea better. But if I am not even aware, so I am just giving a glimpse of what the rough sea is about. The next slide will tell what the rough sea really is about. Some slide I deliberately skip. Right. See, one thing is happening for sure for all of us. As we are talking now, our policymakers are thinking differently. Some technical people are coming out with new products. Our customers, whoever stakeholders, are thinking totally differently. That means change is a constant thing happening around us constantly, whether you like it or don't like it. But the question is, am I open, am I sensitive to observe this change and correspondingly adapt myself for that change? And change is the only constant thing, whether you like it or don't like that. So what is the first thing required for innovation is being sensitive, being aware and sense the changes, keep your antenna open to make these changes possible by you. Okay? Right. Now let me not spend all those details. Right. So now I'll just spend only 5 minutes on this. It's a very complex slide which we will use in the many companies. I use this for any senior leadership slide, but just I want to give a touch on this, what changes are happening there. Right. In the market dynamics, and this is the change what is happening. One is our competition. And you have to comply with a lot of new guidelines, new rules. So what is happening is, on the one side, there is a competition. On the other side, I am bound by so many constraints. Within these constraints, I have to navigate and still make money. Third is, what is your competitive advantage what is your USP? Somebody ran, I also ran. People will ask, my customer will ask, so now I come out with a new product in my market. People will ask, what is USP? What is special about you? What is that additional value this product is going to add me? Is it in the price? Is it in the quality? Is it in the look? Is it in the convenience? Is it in the performance? Is it in the reliability? Is it in the maintenance? Is it in the safety? What is that one USP? Tell me how you viewed it. So this USP is not necessarily required, not necessarily for the companies. This is also applicable for us. People will ask, how are you different? If I say, my thinking is different, that itself is a USP, right? And the customer orientation, and the competitiveness, okay, some of the point I will rush through. And there is a lot of influence, this also happening on the industry, political influence, economic influence, social influence, technological, right? Technological, we already know, we will understand that, the way the world is changing now. This environment influence, and also the legal aspect there, right? And there are 5 forces working on the industries: customer side, supplier side, product side, and so on. And this is the Yuka what I'm telling. So now from the company, you see, when these changes or these factors, these dynamics can influence the company, and this will also influence the employee, directly or indirectly. I cannot isolate myself saying, so it is not applicable, this only for the CEO, it is only for Vice Chancellor, so it is applicable for all of us. When something happens, directly or indirectly, all of us are affected by this here. So what is the option for us is to change. The answer to address the challenge lies in changing yourself. But where is the change starts? It's easy to tell somebody to change, but most difficult is to make myself change. And change starts from the mind, and change starts from the I. Because everything, idea or any thinking originates from the mind, right? So for that, we need to develop agility, adaptability, and innovativeness, and then resilience, okay? So let me not use the complex jargons, so leave those jargons apart for a moment. Only look at the innovation. I think there is a problem here. So there is a need for us to unlearn and relearn. Okay, let me skip this, so many changes happening in the world. Okay, let's come back to the dealing with that, right? So when so many things are happening, for the company, survival is, they have to be creative and innovative. Otherwise, they will die. Otherwise, the companies will die. Maybe question, they may not die tomorrow. Somebody else will take over. Somebody else will take over. So that is the way business we are in. So in that case, right, today we have to be innovation. So for that, we have to adapt to the market or perish, go out of the business. There is no more a choice here on that. Somebody came out with this idea in the Corona time. What is this called? Is it not a creative idea? Right? This is a creative idea. So the constraint of Corona made them somebody to create. So in fact, the Corona has offered a lot of things, lot of new things have come. Whether it's a Zoom call, whether it's the way you interact, and many things have changed I've seen across the companies, many policies have changed because of the constraints. Right? So somebody got an idea. I can make a business out of this. Right? This is what this business is about. So what is this creativity and innovation? This is about challenging the existing system and processes, not accepting. That means questioning the status quo. Ask everything, why I'm doing like this? How can I do it better? And it is about looking around from a fresh perspective and here. Look at the whole world as if you are born today for the first time in this tree. If you want to create innovative, creative thinking, look at this flower which you are looking at every day and ask this question, how this flower looks different today? Because many times we are so busy in our own world, in our thinking, we forget to observe. Right? Looking from a fresh perspective. That means when you look at the same thing, then it's a great opportunity. When Vishweshwaraya went to Sharavati, and everybody were taking photographs of the falls, Vishweshwaraya started thinking, what a great waste. He was not seeing the water, he was seeing the energy behind it. Is it not an innovative thinking? He was seeing his perspective was different. He was not for photograph. Then your substation, even today, major portion of our electricity generation is happening from that station. Because of one person thought differently. That made the difference, right? And novel, surprising thing you can offer to stakeholders. What is that something stakeholders means? People around you. Maybe for a company, stakeholder is maybe investor, maybe for the management, maybe for the government, society, environment, and maybe bankers, stakeholder that. What is that new things, new services, new products coming on that? And then not only having that creativity, coming out with the idea, also put to practice. Because just having an idea and without put to practice is like a garbage. No use. I have a great idea. What is the use? The question is, how many ideas you put into practice to make your life better or they make life somebody's better or whatever it is. So, but the second portion will not come without the first portion. See, in companies, many of you would have heard generating patents. Okay? Generating patents means this is an idea. Somebody registered an idea with the patent authority so that nobody can copy this idea. But do you know that in the whole world, how many patents got converted into actual products? Less than 0.5%. So do you mean to say, then somebody may argue saying that, no, this patent is a waste of business, we should not stop doing? No. Higher the level of patents, this probability is higher. So if I create 10 ideas, nothing may happen. But if I create 1,000 ideas, at least one will happen. So this is the reason why the companies spend a lot of money on R&D, patents, ideas, because not necessarily that every idea can convert into products. But if you don't do that, you lose the opportunity. In a company where I worked, Robert Bosch, average patent at that time, maybe I don't know the latest figure, was something like 2,000 to 2,500 patents per year. Does everybody convert into product? No. But it's an idea. Is it a waste? No. But if you keep on doing that, at least there will be one idea which gets converted into product. But if I don't have a mechanism for an idea itself, I lost the opportunity to getting into the product, right? It's about a culture where people feel safe to shake up the stand-up here. Today we are talking so much. I have done some trainings on culture in the companies and such aspects in the companies, and they say people started using, sir, we have to start innovative culture. And people started in the companies, putting this, one of the core values, innovation as one of the core values, which I had never seen earlier. Because they knew the core values means, when I put this as a core values, this is something on which we are going to live. This is something which we want our employees to live up to. Right? So then question you may come, the fundamental, is innovation and creativity same? Right? Which one will start? Which is the first one which start? Creativity is an idea and innovation is converted into idea to make it work there, right? Is the process of translating the idea or innovations into a goods, service that creates value for which customer. It can be for a product this is from the corporate angle, that it can be, which will help you on that, right? So this innovation is the great ideas in action, right? So it is not an innovation unless it is left the laboratory, okay? Right. Ideas without innovation is a waste. That means converting into reality. So these are all some benefit to the organization that I will skip for want of time, but you can have a look at, because your ability to hear, right? So the companies, what they are doing, they are investing huge a large portion of their budget into the innovation for the future products. Large companies, they work 10 years ahead. They don't work for today. They work for today, but major portion of investment also goes for where my company might look like in 2030. What might be my future customers? What could be their expectations? What could be their needs? What could be their latent needs? How the world is changing? How do I adapt myself, my product, my thinking? So that means, because when 2030 comes, people cannot change at that time. They cannot have a product on that. So then they have the unique advantage what others are thinking of that. When the Facebook founder, what is that, Mark Zuckerberg, he said somewhere earlier, he said to his team, when they developed the Facebook, everybody was enjoying that we created this product. He said to his team, now kill this product. Kill this product with a better product. Because if you don't kill it, somebody else will kill you. This is the message he said. Why he said message is because he didn't want his team to be complacent. So there is nothing like we have reached. There is always something to do. He said, if you don't create a better product which will kill Facebook, you are giving an opportunity for somebody else to kill this product. Do you want that to happen, or you kill yourself with a better product? That is the way to think of innovation. So innovation is not about reaching something, and say I have achieved something. No, this is the starting point to go to the next level or to do further more on that. Right? And now competencies. One of the survey they made about the skills, you can loosely, let's not get into complex of skill and the competencies. Okay, so let's, for the moment, you think as a skill. One of the survey they made is, what should be these qualities, what should be here? Because these are applicable for you generations. This was not the competencies what we talked about that. Today you see, look at this. Today we're talking of complex problem solving. This was not there. Never talked in our training. Critical thinking, creativity, and then I pick up some of the judgment, decision making, emotional intelligence, because failure is going to happen if you don't know how to manage your emotions. So innovation is one of the key aspect here on that. And if you look at the future competencies, not future, it's already come there. Now is the future. Right? Critical thinking, creativity, and curiosity and learning. At least let's pick up these 3 points from now. So what is happening now in this workshop, you are doing critical thinking, and it's an opportunity for you to learn and come out with some creative ideas, creative thinking, creative ways to do something. There is nothing like a bad idea. All your ideas are great. So don't be shy of saying that, this may not be a great idea. No. I said, be ready to be a foolish. Right? You must have heard this, especially people in the academic line will know this Bloom taxonomy. Bloom taxonomy is starting with remembering. What is remembering? Remembering history. What was the name of horse of the Alexander? You don't ask me what is the purpose of that. Many times we ask this question. Please name the name of the horse owned by Alexander the Great. Give 4 options. Is there any thinking in this? Nothing. Just by hearting something and then vomiting. What is it going to help you anywhere? No. But in the group taxonomy, as you move further, then you are understanding, and then finally you are coming to a creating. Right? The creativity, comes at the end of this, at the top of this Bloom taxonomy. So common excuses for creativity, which I already mentioned, but taken. I think this cell has gone. I am not just creative. Why you are doing new things? Sir, namma blood alla illa sir adu. Namgu creativity go agbarala sir. ಹೊಸದೆಲ್ಲ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಗಷ್ಟು ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಹಳ್ಳಿಯಿಂದ ಬಂದವನು, ನಮ್ಮಪ್ಪ ರೈತ, ನಾವು ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು. Hello, can you look at me? I'm afraid my idea won't work. Hesitation. ಏನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೋ, what others will think. And many times this is the killer for creativity, because we try to live to please somebody. Don't worry about what others think. Because if you start living, if I give my remote control to somebody to control me, then I'm putting a limitation on that. I just don't have the time. This is a wonderful excuse for all of us, right? In fact, I wrote one book, it's called Personal Productivity. The name of the book is Lose Your World Caesar. That somewhere touches on the time, directly, maybe 100 times, somewhere directly or indirectly, to say how to make time. Imagine that the whole day, how much time I am thinking today, how much time scheduled today to think about my future. And 90% we are thinking of what I should have done yesterday. I'm not generalizing, but this is some observation. So I have to make time for creativity. You will not get time. You will never say, I will do it when I get time. You will never get time. You have to make time. Can you reserve 5 minutes to do something differently? Can you go back home today and do one dish which you have never done? You will learn something. You may fail. Doesn't matter. Cook may get spoiled. There is nothing like a failure. There is nothing like a failure. There are only lessons. And more time you are ready to fail, and more time you will learn. And that is the fundamental rule for creating creative. When you fail, you are not failure. Your attempt has failed. See, there's a distinction. Right? So I have to distinguish myself from the failure. Is it a power failure? See, now, this has happened now. This has given an opportunity now. How ensure to how this should not happen again? If thinking is not done, it is likely it will happen again. So that is what creativity. Every problem, every situation, every failure, every mistakes gives all of us an opportunity. And many of this creativity in the world has happened not because of when things are good, only when things has not gone the way it is done. Right? And it is not in my blood. Right? It is not something I am supposed to be doing. So all these are called conditioning. All these are conditioning here. So all of us are creators, all of us will learn. Remove that idea, an element of an idea in your mind, saying that I am not a creative person. Okay, I am from this background and okay. So this creativity is not inborn. This can be developed. This is something like you would have heard, leadership. Leadership is not inborn. Anybody can be a leader. Creativity is also something like that. But it needs a proactive, conscious efforts. It doesn't happen by default. Number of years experience will not make me creative. But the reflection on the experience and making that can make me creative. Right? But this is the hard reality. When we were children, all were creative. We were all genius. But our education system spoiled. You may ask, why I'm telling this about when I am in the university. It may look sound because somewhere in the education system, we have developed a mindset of confirmation thinking. When somebody says, the child says, 5 plus 5 is equal to 11, what the teacher says? You are wrong. Nobody will say that you made a good attempt. That when you are saying conformity, we try to correct that. No, you should not do mistakes. So over a period of time, what happens? We stop asking questions. And this graph is which I am seeing in the here. These children were asking curious children. The children was asking a lot of questions, and and we started telling them, judging them, right answer, wrong answer. That has created that curiosity mind. So over a period of time, when they come to college and when they come to corporate world, they stopped asking questions. Right? But we can start again. That doesn't mean that you have to take shelter under this system and say, I'm a victim of that. Whether you are thinking like a victim or you think like a victor, that is a choice which we exercise. And all of us, you can exercise of thinking like a mindset of a victor and still be creative in whatever area you are doing. Right? So there are type of innovations. I'll skip these 2 slides. Okay, let's not get into that too many, depending on the time. Right. Now look at this here. The problem leads to idea. In between what you see in the triangle is creativity. Now idea alone, when you realize that as a product, it is an invention. And invention, when you commercialize this, that becomes the innovation. And innovation, when you further fine-tune, that becomes the improvement. That means in all this process, there is a creativity. Creativity is about thinking. So invention is bringing back that idea through an invention or bringing back this idea directly into the work to make it realize, to make it here. Commercialization means not necessarily you have to, make a product and make money out of that. You can loosely say that, how to put to practice there. This is actually a photo taken in my house. In my daughter's room, I found this is around 16 watts. When I go and asked the market what size is available to replace, he said, sir, what is available is only 22 watts. But 22 watts is too bright for this room. And 16 watts is now low. So how to get what we wanted, maybe somewhere around in between, 18 watts. So how to get to this 18 watts? One is, I should have all the varieties, 16 watts, 17 watts, 18 watts, and then we end up with a lot of varieties. And perhaps, the company may not make money out of that. People get also confused. Now suppose I make one translucent sheet. I'll take 20 watts, which is available in the market. I'll put this translucent sheet on that, so that it will make it little bit dull. And I will have different sheets. Imagine, I have different sheets, thickness of translucency different. Depending on the lumex light intensity I want, I should be able to change that. Imagine, that's an idea. That's an idea. But will it work? No. It's an idea. Yes, possible. But now, how do I take this to the market? Now I should have a method to make this in a square. I should have a method how to fix this. I should have a method to pocket it. I have to give a method to name it. I have to give a brand name it. I have to have a method to manufacture it. And then convert that idea into a business. That is the innovation. Right? Are you able to get that? So just an idea. But simply thinking I can tell somebody, okay, put it transparently, this is done. But that is not that easy. Then you have to see whether this will work, what will happen because of the light, because of the effect, what is the cost of that. If the cost of that is going to be greater than the bulb itself, or I can replace some here, or I can have some remote somewhere sensor where I can adjust the wattage whenever it is required. Some switches, some options, so that I can adjust the brightness. That's an idea. That putting into practice is the innovation. You must have seen this, the microwave. But this happened by accident. You can see that in 1946, this Pensy Spencer, he was doing some experiment, but he had some chocolate in his pocket. It started melting down. He thought something is happening. So next day he bought some, maize. Then it became like a popcorn. Right? Then he started, something is happening here. He started thinking. He started observing. Then he came out with this microwave. But to come to this shape, it has taken 20 years. The first one we made was something like 5 feet. That was not sellable. Then after many, many years, people kept on innovating, refining, improving, and we have a product, and this innovation is still going on. Now today we have still more innovation to how to make it safe, how to the door will not open when it is on, and many, many new things have come, and this is where the new ideas or new innovation or new improvements. So every small idea can be converted into here, and you will see this. You would not have seen from this angle. You will see lot of WhatsApp messages, lot of things, some new things are happening. Somebody, some brilliant idea. It may look silly. And one of the person, I saw one of the person, he made one filter. So if it is water is dirty, which you can carry that filter with you, with the water bottle, and just put this through that filter, and this water is clean. When you are using in railway station, or when you are going some outside places where it is dirty. It's a brilliant idea. But whether that came into the commercial, whether it is viable commercially, price-wise, competition-wise, how to sell it, how to mark, that is where the entrepreneurship comes. Entrepreneurship is about that's how to make it market, how to make money out of that, how to grow that business. Right. So this is some idea. Like for example now, I'll give you some 10 bottles of water. So you can come up with a lot of ideas how to use that. How to use it? Can you tell me how to use this bottle? If you are given 10 empty bottles, okay, how can you use this? One way is I will throw it, but you don't want to throw it. Come on. Don't, like I said, don't look for right answer, wrong answer. Tell whatever it comes. ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಾರು ಹೇಳಿ. Are you thinking of some new ideas? How to put this water, how to put this empty bottle into use in a creative way? That is creativity. Creativity is closely associated with the thinking. Right? So, what is the barrier for creativity? Why we are not able to think? Self-imposed barrier. I have limited myself, which I already mentioned. Second one is conformity thinking. That means you will look for approval. And do not like conflicts. If somebody says, your idea is not good, we don't like. We want always yes people. Right? Next. Not challenging the obvious, or being in the comfort zone and evaluating quickly. You are not looking at that. So these are all some of the mental blocks for creativity and that. So as you go on next 3 days, our colleagues, I will also be there around, but the colleagues they have made into different groups, and these groups will be made into different teams, and they will involve you with a lot of exercises, and involve fully in this exercise. Take benefit out of this exercise. Otherwise, if you are not using that, the loser is yourself. Make notes, whatever learning you have done, and at the end of 3 days, I want few of you take that. By that time, 3rd days, you should be more bold to tell that this is what I learned. I want few of you to come on stage and tell, sir, these things I learned from this. And all of you should go back with something, you will carry this with you in your life at the end of 3 days. At the end of 3 days, if you have made you to think differently and made you to do look at obvious things and involve in those exercises and make notes of learning from those exercises, and also they will give you few tips on how to be personally creative. How do I become more creative? In what practices I need to inculcate as an individual to improve this muscle called creativity. See, our muscle has what is called as neurons, right? If neurons are not triggered with new thinking, it will keep on circulating the old thinking. So creativity is also like that. So I have to trigger this with new thinking so that new neurons get formed, and that should be done on a continuous basis. So with that, let me stop. It will take another 1 hour, so I don't want to hold you at the lunch time. So thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for all your patience. I'm sure you'll take some points out of this to think differently and think differently, do differently, and then I'm sure this will be like a foundation for your journey in the professional life, for the journey in your further improvements. So I wish all the best and enjoy, have fun in that, but at the same time with lot of learning, with lot of working with the team and how to create ideas. Thank you, sir. Thank you again.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us on creativity and innovation. So this is an important information for students. So as you have all gone through the Google Docs shared in your WhatsApp groups, and you know now where you should move. All of you know your venues, no? Yes? Yes. For these 3 days, you have to stick to your venue and you have to stick to your group. Okay? There is a group ID. You have to note down that group ID and somewhere write it on your ID card or stick some paper on that. Okay? So that the resource person also come to know your group ID. Okay? So now there is a lunch break at sharp 2:15. Eradu kalige. At sharp 2:15, you need to assemble in your respective venues 4 coordinators, faculty coordinators will also be available in each of the venue, and they will facilitate all your things. If you are facing any difficulty, you can contact them. Their information is provided in the Google Doc. The mobile number of the respective faculty coordinator is also provided. If you are confused, you can contact them and clarify. So now you will move back to your lunch, and after lunch at 2:15 sharp, you will assemble in your respective venues. And those who are from BCA, your venue is changed back to GMS building. Okay, so AV room. Okay, AV room, not BCA, sorry. AV room ಯಾರು ಇತ್ತು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ, ಸೊ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಈಗ GMS ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ವೆನ್ಯೂ. ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ರೂಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್. ಸೊ AV ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಪವರ್ issues, so that venue is shifted to GMS building. Okay, so the room number will be shared in the group. Yes, so attendance is mandatory. This 1 credit program is mandatory for everyone, so those who will miss out will not be awarded with that grade. Okay, so it's mandatory for everyone. So thank you for attending this session, and you can leave now for the lunch.